So what is in the platform already? What are we adding in the near future? And what does the future of Insight look like as a whole? I'm going to be going over all of that here to show you guys what we've added up to date, what our partners have been using, what we've been using with the clients that we've built this infrastructure for, what they've been using, and what we plan to add over the course of kind of the next month. And so let's go through the roadmap that we've laid out for Insight. And so we have our V1 here, which is version 1 of the platform, which is already completely done. And we are now onto V1.5. And then we also have V2 over here, which I'm not going to show in this video. That's more in the future. I'll make a video on that at a later date. But we're going to go over everything that we have done that's already in the platform and everything that we will be adding in the future over the next month or so in September here. So we have the dashboard, right? That's this here, tracks the basic numbers, the key KPIs, total revenue, booked leads, sales, and active now. And you'll be able to see recent closes or booked appointments that you've made here. Pretty standard, right? And you can check, this is sample data here, as you can see, because there's no numbers, but this will be a bar graph here for the numbers that you're looking to look at. That's added, right? As you can see, that's here. And then the agents page, this is a big one, right? The agents page is a big one. We have that right here where you can create your agents. And then we can go into one of them here where you have the script, right, that you can edit, you can tweak, you can pretty much customize. We have the custom variables that you can add inside. You can make as many variables as you want. For example, we could make, let's say, age. Oh, that already. Let's do, let's say, just name, or let's make a time frame, boom, variable, or height maybe is a variable if you're doing, I don't know, contracting. And so there, you can add custom variables to the script, right, as you see fit. You have the background context to customize the objectives and the policies of the AI, kind of telling it what it is. As you can see, primary goal, appointment scheduling. You can say you are booking appointments for a home service company, and your goal is to qualify them and make sure they meet certain requirements, blah, blah, blah. And you can really make that pretty extensive, right, to kind of help with the overall functioning of the AI. Then you can select the time zones. You can select the calendar, which I'll show how you integrate in a second. But as you can see, these are my Go High level calendars. Then you can also connect Google Calendar, and we can really integrate with any system. But those are the two main direct integrations right now, the most common ones we've seen. Then we have the repository, which I'll also show in a second, which is just the knowledge base. Then we have the voices that you can pick, 32 voices right now. You have the temperature, which just kind of controls the overall randomness of the AI, how it behaves. If you move it to 0, then the AI is less random. And if you move it to 1, the AI will kind of play around and be a bit more random. So it's a bit risky. We like to keep it in the middle, give it some freedom, but not absolute freedom to do whatever it wants, and still have it, following the script. Then we have interruption threshold, right? Which is just pretty self-explanatory, how quickly or slowly you want the AI to respond. Then we have the tester profiles, which, as you can see here, is how you test the AI. You have it call yourself with your phone number, your name, you populate the variables, right? So the variables that are in the script here, month, timeline, earnings, and prospect name, you customize those. And let's say I were to add another variable, let's say time frame, for example. Time frame shows up here, and I populate it with some metadata for the testing call. And so that's the agents. Quick overview of the agents. I'm gonna run through these ones that we already have done because I've made lots of videos on these already. And the recordings tab. So the recordings shows the recordings that you've made with the AI. You can click on them, and it shows the length of the call, the recording itself, a summary of the call, and a full transcript of the conversation. And so you can export all of this, send it over to team members or in your CRM, whatever it is. And then we have the repositories. So the repositories, like I mentioned, these connect directly to specific agents. And what this does is it is the knowledge bases that you make for the AI. And so as you can see here, these are very simple ones. A lot of these actually say test, but what you can do is write, it's what is your business called? InsightAI. And so that makes it so anytime the AI is asked, what is your business name, or what's your business called, or what's your company, it'll respond with InsightAI. So you can make these very, very extensive. And this is the knowledge that the AI will reference on the call. And this is where you put all the knowledge that's, unique to your business or relevant to what you're doing, so that the AI is equipped with all the necessary knowledge to be able to answer questions, handle objections, all that sort of stuff on the call, because that's what you need it to do, right? And so, like I showed, the knowledge base, you just connect it to the AI in here. You select the repository and you connect it there. Pretty straightforward. And then we have the contacts, which is the lead section. And so what this is you're uploading a list of leads. I'll show you what this looks like here. So as you can see, this is where you upload the leads, map the fields, and this is where you just keep your lists, right? And so you can also, if you have variables that are outside of the scope of these kind of basic ones here, it will just add them and you can map the fields. Pretty simple. Then we have the integrations. So the integrations here, where you can connect your Go High Level, your Google Calendar. These are the two most common ones you run into. Google Calendar definitely, and Go High Level for a lot of agencies. But we can still connect it with any system, any CRM. We just have our team take care of it. Our devs, they're very, very proficient at what they do. And we also have the webhook section where you can add, post puts or gets. You can trigger certain automations and that sort of stuff. And then your API key. You can generate API keys here, and that's pretty straightforward. That's you connect this system to, your Go High Level to trigger the auto call at certain times and workflows, all that sort of stuff. And then we have campaigns. This is a pretty heavy duty section here. So you can create a new campaign, and what you do, right, you name it whatever you want, give it a description, and you select the lead pool. So the lead pool, like I mentioned, that's the list of leads that we uploaded, right? What list of leads do we want to have the AI call? And then what agent do we want have calling these leads, right? What script knowledge base do you want to have calling these leads to book them in? And then you can select the time zone you want them to be calling in. You can select when you want them to be calling. So maybe you don't want your AI calling people during the middle of the night. So you select the call between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. How long you want the call to go. If it goes longer than 10 minutes, maybe you just want the AI to end it because it might be a waste of time or whatever the case is, right? And then the call max interval, max calls per day, the calling days. So what days do you want it to call? Maybe you don't want it to call on weekends, or you want it to call, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever it is. You can select that, the campaign start date, the campaign end date, and just basic compliant measures here that need to be accepted for calling these leads. And then you can create the campaign, and I'll show you what inside the campaign looks like. You've probably seen this in other videos, but maybe if you haven't watched any of the videos, I'll show you what inside looks like. This is where you have recent recordings that the AI's made inside, because you have the general recordings over here, which is all recordings under this account. Then you have these recordings that are specific to this unique campaign. Then you'll also have the total calls made, the answered percentage, the booked percentage, and the conversion percentage. We will be building this out a lot, as I'll kind of discuss a bit in the V1.5 roadmap. The recordings, you have the credits, which is the amount of credits you upload to this campaign. You have credits on your total account. You can add them to this specific campaign. And let's say you want to transfer credits, you can move them to a different campaign or just move them back to your account. And if you delete the campaign, it will just go back to the total. And then you have the settings, which is the same settings that I showed when you launched the campaign, in case you want to tweak these, calling days, whatever it is. And then that's inside of the campaigns here. And then we also have the licenses, which are for people who are planning to sell the AI infrastructure or the platform to a lot of businesses, and they want to earn commission off the minutes, right? And so our partners get a default license of 15% when they start, but some people just want to buy licenses, right? They don't need all our done for you stuff. They just already have established business. They want to make commission off the usage from the clients they sign. And so we have different tiers of licenses, 15%, 20, 25, 30, up to 35% commission off the minutes. And so these businesses are paying 22 cents per minute for live call time. If you have a license, you can earn 15 to 35% of that usage for life from your clients. And that really compounds, and you can earn quite a lot of passive income just monthly through that. And we set it all up to where it just gets deposited to you every single month. Based off the usage that your clients are using. And so that's the licenses. The monthly minute tracker is more so for our end, so we can kind of see what the total minutes are across everybody, because we have server costs, right? And if our usage goes up too much, we need to upgrade our servers, which is a good thing. But we need to have kind of a heads up so that we can upgrade our servers, or maybe we need to make dedicated servers for certain businesses that are just making an excessive volume of calls. Or whatever the case is, right? It's just nice for us to be able to track the total minutes. So this all encompasses V1 and what we have live right now. And now onto V1.5, these are the next most important features that we're going to be adding over the month of September. We want all of this to be done by the end of the month. And to get this done, we're growing our team of developers. We have our one head engineer and 4 other developers working on this. And so we're going to keep growing our team of developers to grow and speed up the process. But these are the next things we're going to be adding. So gray label. This is pretty much a white label, but we call it gray label because it's for the most part just going to be changing the logo and the colors on the platform for people that are reselling it or selling it to their businesses or whatever the case is, right? Customizing it to look like it's your unique platform. Because right now, everybody has it look like this. Insight with the black and white theme. And so some people, they want to, white label it, which is understandable. And so we call it gray label because it's just going to be the colors and the logo to start. In the domain, of course, but then eventually you'll be able to move stuff around to really make it look like your own unique platform. And then the next big thing is inbound campaigns. And so inbound campaigns is pretty self-explanatory. It's taking inbound calls. Right now, since about 95% of our clients were using it for outbound, we primarily focused on outbound and making that as efficient as possible. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to be getting inbound campaigns set up very, very soon here. That's the next biggest thing we need to get added. And also the ability to call back. So when the AI does an outbound call, it gives the option for the person, if maybe they didn't answer or whatever it is, to call back and an inbound agent will pick up. So it'll be kind of connected with outbound campaigns. And then the Webflow script. So what the Webflow script is making separate branches of the script. So let's say the first line is, Hey, John, this is Jackson from InsightAI. We saw you opted into a lead. Are you still interested in our services? If they say no, the AI will say this. If they say yes, the AI will branch to this section of the script. And so it's just to make it a bit more organized, kind of a node script there so that it can branch. And it almost looks like a massive tree, and different scripts are activated based on different responses from the prospect. So that's something that we're going to be getting at it as well. And also multiple languages, because we have 40 languages now on the back end that we need to get connected to the front end so that you can use them. Lots of European languages, some Asian languages, because we have a lot of European clients. We have a lot of European partners who want to go after their local markets, Germany, Serbia, France, Spain, Sweden, all of these countries that they want to go after locally. And so we need to add these languages so that they can go after their local markets. And so these here, and also the ability to switch languages mid-call, that's going to be added with multiple languages. And so these right here, these 6 are the biggest ones. That's why they're in dark blue. These are the most important ones that we want to get added. And then next, let me block this off here. I don't want to give away V2 too much. And then here we have the things that we're going to be adding. Actions, live transfers of the call, so that the AI can qualify people. And then if they're qualified, transfer them to a live human or whatever the case is, right? So if you have maybe 10,000 leads, the AI can call all 10,000 of them and then only send the qualified leads to your human team to handle. So that way you're filtering out all of the unqualified leads, and you don't have to have your human team wasting all their time dialing these people to get no progress, right? And then voice messages, the ability to accept voice messages or leave voice messages, which is quite easy, but we will be adding that so the AI, when people don't answer, will leave a voicemail drop. Mobile compatibility, we want to add an app version of this because right now you can access this on desktop. For the most part, you use it on desktop, but we do want to add a mobile version. And then a support system, so just 24/7 ongoing support, or when you have a question, you can comment it on and create an article, or use a chat box and it'll send you a video to answer your question or whatever it is, right? Or just direct access with our support team. We want to build a good support system that you can do directly through the app, because right now it's our partners and end users who are using it, and they just kind of message our team directly if they have questions or anything like that. But we want to create in-app support. Then agent type, so specific agents for customer service or sales. And so if you select a sales agent, it'll be much more inclined. It'll be pre-programmed to book appointments or to close deals or whatever it is. And then the customer service one will be more inclined to answer questions, be receptive, that sort of stuff. So different types of agents. And then agent script templates, pretty straightforward. If you create a sales agent, there'll be kind of general scripts that you can start with and follow and then tweak. And same with customer service or whatever it is. You pick a customer service agent, you can have a couple customer service script templates to use, kind of tweak just to give you some good starting guidelines. And so all of this is expected to come in the month of September, by the end of the month here. So we have V2, which I'm not going to show you in this video. You may have already saw little peeks of it there, but we plan to do a ton with V2, a ton. And that's what's going to really make this platform better than everything that is out there. And I'm very confident in that, because we will be collecting a lot of data and analytics and that sort of stuff. And so that's what we really want to add in V2. I won't go too in depth in this video, but I really just wanted to update everybody and cover what we already have added and what we will be adding over the month of September. So guys, one thing that we love about our community, our partners, our clients. If you have any features that you like or you want to add or you think would be cool to have in here, let us know. Comment on this video. Let me know what would be cool to add. And if we like it, we add it. Every single feature that a partner mentions or a client mentions, we add to the backlog. We pass along to the developers and we break it down. Hey, would this be a good feature? Hey, this person recommended this. I think this would be cool. And so that's what we want. We want you guys to give us all the honest feedback, stuff you like, stuff you don't like. Let us know. And that's how we're going to make the best platform out there. So guys, hope you enjoyed this. I'm excited to really get V1.5 up and running here, and we'll see you soon.